This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Gimme. Oh yeah, I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Hello and a very warm welcome to the Gimme Yeah Wrestling Podcast. My name is Ant. Today I'm joined by... Nearly 500 seconds, dude. And it's in Cello. Go on. Very cool. Congratulations, dude. We did what we tried to do. We said 500 for before the end of the year, and we bloody did it.
Yeah, we did, man. That's amazing. Congratulations to you as well. A lot of work been going into this channel over the last few months as we've been in lockdown. It's been a weird journey. We were doing wrestling rewinds, pre-recorded at the start of the channel for 3 years. About 2.5 maybe, whatever.
Yeah.
And then we discovered the world of live streaming, and we created a community called the Holomaniacs. And here we are now with 5. We even sold some merchandise. People have even bought t-shirts.
What?
We've got a brand. We've got a brand, mate.
We got a brand.
We're a brand now. We're a brand. But yeah.
Are we competing with AEW yet?
I don't think so. I don't think we are. No.
Is this some Monday Night Wars yet? No.
Although it was, it's the every night wars, man. We're doing stuff every night. We're doing stuff every night, man. You're like Mr. No Days Off. You're like Darren Young.
Well, you've been giving me Mondays off, so I'm all good with that. Thank you. Honestly, we can't say thank you enough to everyone, and we wanted to make a video to say thank you and bring you into a bit of the insight as to why this is such an important deal to us as well. Like, why is 500 subs important? Because, like Dom said, the channel's been going for around 3 years, and this year we've seen it take off, haven't we? Like, because of what we're doing. Like, when lockdown started, I work in theatre. I didn't have a bloody job. And so we decided to start doing these live streams, and they've actually really kicked off, haven't they, Dom? And they've been great fun to do, man.
It has, and honestly, loads of things have kicked off for us. Our collaborations with WWE, with AEW, with Impact Wrestling has all really kicked off. Even though those things were in place and we had kind of basic relationships with them before lockdown, we were doing, for Silencer Magazine, my day job, we were doing sort of written interviews. Since the lockdown and since everybody's been doing stuff on video platforms, we've started doing video interviews with wrestlers and broadcast personalities, YouTubers from all over the world. So since lockdown, that's another facet of what we've started to do. It's really kind of kicked off. So despite all of the misery and the bleakness that the lockdown has brought the world, we've managed to help ourselves mentally, help ourselves physically, by creating this brand, by doing something really cool, by getting people involved from all over the world, whether they be professional wrestlers, fans of wrestling, like yourself, like you guys, like the Holomaniacs. It's been amazing. This lockdown for us. While it might not have been great for outside of the podcast, and things have been really difficult in many ways, the podcast itself has really come into its own, hasn't it, Anthony?
Absolutely, dude. Well, like when lockdown happened, mate, I needed something to focus on, because you go from sort of having a job to just sitting around all day watching sort of daytime TV, and actually the live streams become something for me to focus on, and that's credit to the community as well. And I was buzzing, man. I was buzzing about this sense of community that was creating, and the sort of coolness of everyone that was in it. And my fiance at the time, I'd said to her, like, I'm so excited about this. We could hit 500 subs by Christmas, and I think in her way of keeping my expectations down, said, no, don't get your hopes up for that. That might be unachievable.
Did you say it like that?
Yeah, pretty much. And look, it has been a really hard time. That relationship sort of fell apart, and I sunk into an even sort of bigger depression, I guess. And while I've had like a wonderful support network of family and friends, and you've helped me so much through that, and you have, like, part of the podcast as well has been like so great to be able to sort of socialize with people and talk to people and talk to like-minded people, and I just felt like sharing that because, I think it's a sort of the idea that you know, set an aim and go for it. And that's what we did, man. And go for it. And that's what we did, man. That's what we did. And like, that's why it's such a big deal to us. Like, and it's something that we don't express on the podcast all the time because we just try and keep it positive and fun. But that's why it feels like a massive achievement because we set a goal and we made it, man. You know, and
it's huge.
It's massive.
It's huge.
And everyone that joins our channel every night brings such positive vibes into chat, greeting people and stuff like that. And that's amazing. And you've sort of gone into AEW and stuff, but there's a load of YouTubers that have sort of helped us on the way to this. So I'd like to take some time to thank them, unless you've got out to add to that, my dude.
No, absolutely. Just saying, it's been amazing. We wouldn't be able to do a lot of the stuff we do without you guys. It doesn't make sense to us physically and mentally to be up every night at 2 in the morning, 3 in the morning, but we are, because you guys are fantastic. And I'm working a lot now. I'm back at work, and Anthony's, looking at, going back to work soon. But we've already made plans. We're looking at ways we can keep the channel going, keep the momentum up, and that's because we've got a community now, and that's something we never ever could have imagined. Let alone a place to put interviews with wrestlers like Drew McIntyre, Deonna Purrazzo,
Nick Aldis, man.
With Nick Aldis, which we've spoken to. This is a platform for our wrestling stuff. Obviously it's associated with Soundsphere, but wrestling is a huge part of my life. And to be able to share that with my life with you, Anthony, has been a huge mental health boost for me, a huge motivator for me outside of my work and outside of my studying. I've needed the podcast. I've needed you. I've needed the podcast, and I've needed the Holomaniacs.
Yeah, so, and I think that's important. So like, people don't. This is part of the reason I wanted to do this video, to say thank you to you guys, because like, you help us in ways that you can't even imagine. Do you know what I mean? Whether you've been supporting us from the beginning, whether you've joined us in the last few weeks, whether you've met us through another YouTuber and stuff like that, it's you dudes that like really give so much back to us, and so thank you for that.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. I'm going to mention a couple of the other YouTubers that we have collabed with, or who have helped us get to this point. Botch Guy, like, dude, his streams are wonderful. He's an entertaining, engaging, positive dude. He's got 70,000 subscribers nearly, and he's chosen to help our little channel, and he's chosen to be so positive. And a big part of the reason for that is because he sees the positive vibes within the community, and that's what he's all about. And for someone like him to sort of to give us exposure and help us in that way is bloody outstanding, man. So thank you so much. Other collabs we've done, Swerve Show, joined his show a couple of times on the night. Whenever I join him, he says, come and join in with the chat, and we talk with Attila and Rose and stuff like that. Thank you. Like, it gets us out there. We have a good chat about wrestling, and it's great. We've done collabs with Wrestle with Andy. We did our WrestleMania review with him, Dom, if you remember, whose channel is like booming at the minute with the outstanding videos he's doing. Kobe talks about wrestling. We've done watch-alongs with him, as well as This Week in Wrestling. Ringside Wrestling, another local podcast that we've done content with in the past. WrestleCares, like basically a local company that's looking at putting wrestling memorabilia into shoeboxes to give to children in care, contacted us to help spread the word. That's freaking awesome. And then we've had like YouTubers who we've done interviews with, like, who have these sort of massive channels, really, all doing these sort of separate individual things, like Scott J01, Gason's Gaming, Viking Size Gamer, all incredible channels who have put trust in us to allow us to interview them, which is a big deal, man. Obviously, there's Ollie Strong, who did a lot of the early NXT UK stuff and remains doing the NXT UK stuff with us. And is that everyone, Dom? I feel like there's someone missing.
There'll always be people that there'll always be people we want to thank everybody that's ever tuned in, everybody that's ever helped us out. We've got collabs coming up. We've got people that want to get involved in what we do. We've got people that want to support us. Obviously, we've got Dan Hargreaves, who does the Discord, which is a huge thing. He's a new sort of member of our team. You've got Jack McMorrow, who's of course the the ultimate moderator. They're huge. And then you've got renowned YouTubers like Just Jesse, who's looking to get involved with us and really likes what we do. So there's so many plans for the future that we've got. And what, of course, we can't not thank the teams behind Impact Wrestling, the UK press teams that have gifted us these interviews in association, of course, with Soundsphere Magazine. We've done some stuff with AEW. We're very early into that relationship now with AEW, but there's more to come there. We're getting their press releases all the time. We're getting their information all the time. So it's just the start of our relationship with them. And of course, the WWE UK team that has gifted us interviews with the Drew McIntyre, but also emerging talents. There's so many great talents like Sam Bradwell from NXT UK. We've done interviews with Isla Dawn,
Rampage,
and that's all
recently,
through. That's all through the WWE's relationship, not only with Soundsman Magazine, but with Gimme a Whole Year, because the videos are hosted on the channel. They do check them out. People do watch them. And it's lovely that people do engage with Gimme a Whole Year in that way. Of course, we've got Redbubble, we got merchandise on there. I know that's a global company, but we've also had Bad Wolf Gaming involved in the past. And we can't, forget that we sold a T-shirt. Should be said, one of the best stories we've had is we sold a T-shirt to a guy in Jamaica who wanted to take something back from Hull. To sort of, so that's amazing, that our logo is, wandering around Jamaica somewhere,
Mad.
And that's incredible, and it's absolutely wonderful. You've got Sarah who made the COVID masks.
Yeah, man, and was selling them on Discord. That rocks, dude.
Who's a part of the community. So there's so many people to thank. So many people, such great people, that have come and been a part of the channel. Adam Max said we've interviewed as well on the independent scene. A couple of really good independent wrestlers.
Absolutely, man.
There are so many talents, journalists that have been on the channel. Just go back and watch the interviews. Go back and see some of the older videos. Everybody that's ever been a part of the channel. Chris Van Vliet was one of our first ones.
Yeah,
he may have actually been our first YouTuber interview that we did.
And of course, it's amazing that those guys give us the trust to be able to do that. The one person that I was one podcaster that I was alluding to that was someone missing is someone that's been on the channel a lot with us, and is of course a father and daughter tag team. Who's that, Dom?
It's the Wrestle Story, mate.
It's the Wrestle Story, dudes. We share a lot of our community. They're a wonderful channel. They're doing great stuff, and it feels great that through this we've made some new friends. And I feel that with a lot of you guys. Jack, obviously, as a mod, also managed our Facebook, does a great job on that, man. So busy, dude. And I think the last people to sort of thank is you people who are just flicking through channels to go watch, the drop on, and they see that we're not watching the wrestling, because we've all done that, trying to watch free wrestling. They stick around because you guys make it engaging for them. And there's too many people to thank, and I wouldn't like to. I'm not going to start naming people because I don't want to miss anyone, but without you it's absolutely impossible. So thanks in a really dark time, and so thank you for that.
Yeah, thank you. It's all about we've been educating ourselves on how to stream, how to use different. We make botches, we may get things wrong.
Oh,
but
mate, several.
You guys just
much for that. I've got one person left to thank, Dom.
Go on.
You. Thank you. We started this three years ago. We've been friends for too long. We're like an old marriage couple. We argue on stream. We get each other's backs up. We support each other when we need to. We are of what we
still carried on doing the podcast when I was living a podcast, and I think we've kept it going through thick and thin, through relationship breakdowns, more specifically mine, because we've been through a lot. This podcast has seen us go through a lot, from the first introduction video to now. Our faces have changed, our vibe has changed, our lives have changed.
Older, man.
we got older, and then that heat that we have on the stream, it's real. We do have different opinions. We do argue, but we always, like the New Day, like DX, like Triple H and Shawn Michaels, we'll always come back together, even though we might have a little fight sometimes.
Absolutely.
We've always done that, but the very foundation of that, the very foundation of our relationship, at least on the podcast, at least out in the public sphere, the public domain, is Give Me a Hull Yeah. The foundation is you guys. We talk about you guys when we're just having a cup of tea between ourselves. You're a huge part. You're a huge part of our lives now. And I don't think that's something weird to say. The
No,
community, the Hullamania community, the Hullamaniacs, you guys are huge parts of our lives, our personal lives and our streaming lives, our YouTuber lives, whatever you want to call it. We are absolutely, genuinely indebted to you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you so much for everything you do for us. Whether you like us or you don't, we're thankful that you tune in. I know Anthony's got a little fan club, and some people, Anthony's got a nice little fan club and actually get disappointed when I show up now. But we really appreciate you being
That's
here.
not
really
true, my dear. That's not. Stop being down on yourself. You are beautiful to me, and that's right. We do disagree. You've all seen us have our blow ups on camera and stuff like that. But look, we keep it real, man. We keep it real. That's what we're doing. Wrestling is very much about storytelling and about a story that we are being shown, and the commentary is a part of that. And you guys that come and watch our commentary and watch us discuss our opinions on it makes it more special, man. We're not part of the storytelling. We're just two dudes talking about what we like and what we don't like. So thank you.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, Anthony. And thank you
thank
guys.
You.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you. Very good. Sign us out, baby.
All right.
I hate this, by
guys.
the way. I hate this. Can this stop after 500 subscribers?
What?
This whole year thing. It's really corny. It's so corny, man.
All 506 of you, wherever you are, I think 506 at the time of recording anyway, wherever you are, if you are, it's the daytime. If it's the daytime, set the scene. If it's the daytime where you are, it's in the middle of the day, you're out in the world, and you want to shout out the words, "Hull yeah," please do. If you are sleeping and you've got a partner or a baby or whatever, and they're sleeping, maybe you don't shout it, maybe just whisper it.
I'd say wake them up.
If you just feel like saying it just as a positive affirmation,
it could be like a family thing. Like, get everyone together and all say it together. Like, wake people up, disturb your household, disturb your neighbors, disturb. Who cares? Let's get it out there.
Or just use it as a positive energy. Being motivated by us saying "Hull yeah," by us using the phrase "Hull yeah." So. Anyway, I've gone off topic. Gone off topic massively. After 5, I want you to say the words "Hull yeah." Ready? 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Hull yeah!
Yeah.
This is the hardcore legend, Mick Foley. Well, hello and welcome to Give Me a Hull Yeah. I hope everyone there, right there in Yorkshire, is having a nice day. Bang, bang. Have a nice day. Yeah.
Dude.
Yes.
One of our secret streams, man.
Secret stream.
Secret stream. Dude, seriously, I like when it happened, I had a little tear in my eye. I know that sounds really soft. But it meant so much, man.
Like Emma now, when Emma wants to cheer me up, if I'm having difficult, Emma's my partner, and when she wants to cheer me up, she's like, she's like, have you seen your subscribers recently? She'll use it now as a motivator for me, and I was like, because we'd lost some, because obviously I genuinely thought it was YouTube messing up. So like we started the stream, or you left the stream last night on Raw. We were watching Raw last night, and it was on 493 or something, and then it went down to 488, and I was like, okay, well this is weird. And then I woke up this morning to 506. So like that's incredible.
It's mad. It's more than that now as well, by the way.
Say, and all from your flat, your living room, and my kitchen.
I know, right?
We've done this. This is the wrestling kitchen. That's the wrestling boudoir.
Yeah, dude. There was also like last night as well, like Futuristic Gamer like released a video on his channel, like saying go subscribe to these guys are great. Renzo Kyle he has done that in the past. Like to be in a position where people are engaging with us and feel strongly enough to be able to sort of promote us on their brand. I mean, that's mad, man.
It's incredible, man. It's incredible. We're a long way from global phenomenon YouTubers, but I tell you what, to have a little bit of that community that these global sort of YouTube stars have, to have created a community at this level is amazing. That's something we couldn't have ever predicted. People
Never.
Regularly coming back, regularly plugging us, regularly supporting us. That's something we've dreamed of, is creating a community around something me and you created out of a love for wrestling a few years back. We've now got a community, the Hulkamaniacs. It's bloody wonderful, isn't it?
And dude, like, we've got a community now, but can you imagine the amount of people that, because we do have people that join us every night that really enjoy coming back to us. There's more people out there, dude.
Absolutely.
There's more people out there. We just have to reach them, man.
We look forward to getting to know you guys.
So what's our aim for the end of next year, mate?
Well, I think we want the whole of the wrestling community on YouTube to let us in.
You had to get a Fiend reference in there.
A little Fiend plug to get as much in as we can do. And
give me a number, Dom.
Because we've been awoken. We've been awoken like Matt Hardy to the wonderful joys of live streaming. That's something that we never would have predicted. We weren't live streamers. We didn't really know much about it before we started, trying to do it like consistently, like we did this lockdown. So I think more of that, because it's just been amazing for the community. A few more interviews, a few more bits of work with WWE, with AEW, with Impact Wrestling, more build on those relationships, and the Discord and building the community on Discord and otherwise, spreading the brand, buy some merchandise for your family and friends on Redbubble.
You're a selling machine, my dude. Dom, give me a number for next year. How many are we going to hit by next year? What is our aim going to be?
Like, should we say 1,000?
Are we going to say a K?
Should we say 1,000? Try and do 500 a year.
Wow, I don't know if we will.
Well, let's try it. Let's try it. It's a big goal. It's a big goal, isn't it?
Let's try it. A life without goals is a life not worth living.
What was it? CVB says, vague goals, vague results. So
absolutely. Inspirational, man. Inspirational. Thank you, Dom. I love you, man.
Absolutely. Love you too, man. Love you too.
Matt Hardy. Thank you for watching the Gimme a Whole Yeah Wrestling Podcast.